Hey guys, here playing as Adam, and not a great hand, we'll throw this one back. Yeah, I don't mind that. We're going to be able to get laundry the start, and we can play public assembly to get our hand back up to 5 to make sure our free draws come in. So the question will be, we're going to launder the HQ, and then click through whatever it is. The only way that's not going to work is if it's a double end the run that's not a Bioroid. So normally there's not going to be anything like that in his deck. He'd have to splash like Spiderweb or Hive in order for this to not be going to go. So I think normally Dirty Laundry HQ is safe. He's on the mull as well, so he might have a lot of agendas. Like even Booth doesn't stop us here, because we'll still have $3. Yeah. Always be running. So look at 2. Ash. Yep, I had to trash that. And red herrings. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Well, play out the public sympathy, so we'll get a card. I was hoping we get an agenda we could install the brain chip instead for the same +2 effect. But we would also got more MU. So we have a chance of an architect here. Pretty good chance, really. And you're about like 1 in 3 to have architect in your opening hand. Well, we'll just check what this is. Probably have to spend our money trashing something. But Team Spottership cannot actually afford to kill it. Fair enough. Well, we're out of range of this Yogg. And I don't really feel like slamming into anything. So we'll credit up. We can maybe play Yogg next turn and run the HQ a bunch of times. Well, 2 times. This is the Yogg build. I had Refractor before. This is 1 less influence, and it's free, but it costs a lot, like free to use most of the time. We're playing suckers as well. But I don't know, it's not that reliable. We're going to be forced to always be running against any like toll booths, or maybe Turing, that kind of thing. ELP. Well, that's almost helpful for us. And we either run and spend extra click. So the red herrings in there, probably. All right, so let's fire the Yogg, and we'll run through and see what's in here. Pay extra click to ELP. I'm hoping he had the red herrings in the remote this turn and was going to wait till next turn to try to score. Vitruvius, there it is, and the herrings get trashed. Alright, that was a good turn. And the ELP fizzles. Yeah. I think we predicted him just perfectly here. It's possible this is also an agenda and he just got too many agendas. So this is we trashed the ash already, didn't we? Yeah, so there must be another ash or another red herrings. Some kind of upgrade. Let's check what we got. Does he want to res? Does not want to res. Oh, there's just going to be an ash. Yeah, that's fine. So I guess ash agenda in there, or could be ash campaign. Get our scrubber, see if there's any more red herrings in here. Or even more agendas. ELP again, and a red herrings that we'll get rid of. Cool. Yeah, the low res cost of, or the low trash cost of red herrings is really an issue. I guess his idea is if he had sponsorship, he can bring back red herrings. Which is kind of fun. Like, I like that concept. Yeah, there's the beta test. He forgot to res his team sponsorship. And he fires at getting architect. Not too shabby. Putting him again on 2 cards in hand. What are those cards? Jackson Howard, we can't afford it, and the ELP, of course. If we laundry... It's the same card we already saw, but we'll be able to get some money back. And we'll get our card draw. Yeah, might as well. I want to get the card draw from safety first. We could have saved it together on the ELP. I'm not sure he even wants to spend 2 credits to play another one. So he needs to keep up his IQ's power. So this is where like the slow pace of this draw is starting to hurt us. Like, it's pretty far into the game, our 6th turn, and we're only 10 cards into our deck, whereas like a prepaid Kate deck would have been like 10 cards deeper right now. Well, let's see if he wants to defend his ash. If not, we can use a scrubber money to get rid of it. This scrubber is huge in the HP matchup. There's a lot of stuff you gotta trash. So he's going to give it away, which makes us very happy. We're screwed with Stash and Grab anyway. So I think I'm just going to click money. We don't need this brain chip to be on the field yet because we haven't found many programs. We're in an awkward place where we have nothing to use these on. Mimic lets us thread her and go through the architect for free, which is kind of nice. Well, there's ELP and there's 2 mystery cards. You gonna let him sneak anything out here? What's the worst this could be? Probably Toll Booth is miserable right now. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go, potentially. There's a chance it's an agenda because he knows his HQ is not that safe. He's really doing a poor job keeping his HQ's size up too. Because this Yogg is doing way more than it should be. ELP, Tour Guide. Whoa! Tour Guide's 2 influence, right? Yeah, it's a surprising splash. I don't think there's enough in a typical HB to make that really very good. Like, it's kind of okay, but I don't think it's... Let's try to get further into our stack. That's actually... We could play Brain Ship and get a card and load Arcady. Yeah, let's do that. Now our hand size is back up, so we'll get to do a draw. Unload, we can play Daily Cast Out. Just tons of free MU. So is this a beta test? We don't know. Yeah, I mean, even when you take 2 points, this is equal to Boxy. Which, you know, I think I would play Boxy at $2. The fact that it costs 4 is just really a killer. Like, Desperado is so good that you can't pay more for a different console. That's not Desperado. Like, Forager you can kind of see because it's much cheaper than Desperado. There's maybe a niche for Forager, but Boxy, poor Boxy. Yeah, it's going to be a tough turn because we cannot actually get to that Eve without running. Because we have to take money off Katie before we do that. Alright, let's see if he wants his Jackson. He probably was going to use it here. Because there's cards from the beta test. No, he's not going to use it. Maybe he has another one. Unloading Katie, but now we cannot do obviously running, so we're a click short for that. Team sponsorship and mystery card. I don't want to check it because of Scrubber. We'll check it next turn when we have Scrubber dollars to use. I doubt he's sneaking one out over there. So next turn, definitely kill the Eve. Like, if you let them get $12, you're so far behind. Like, a card that says, like, gain 11 for 1 click is a crazy good card. So you can't let that actually happen. I like this by him. He's making a double threat, so either I kill the Eve or I try to go for this agenda. And it's not clear I can even get in there. I mean, for a lot of combinations of ice, this is not going to cut it. So we're going to certainly kill this Eve instead. Yeah. So Wraparound and Tour Guide. Maybe he's not playing Sansan or Caprice. We've seen... Haven't quite got my head around his deck yet. We already saw Jackson, so 3, 5, 7, 9 for the after the tour guide, 10 with a wraparound. Yeah, there's not much left for Sansan or for Caprice. I guess he's Owl, like Ash, Red Herring's defense. Team sponsorship, nice. He's gonna get to score here and bring back Red Herrings, presumably? Maybe Ash. Yeah, it's one we didn't want anyway. Have to remember to ask, because it does not tell you which card it is. I think there was 3 in there before, right? So I like this from him. Now we're forced to either spend most of our turn checking this, or possibly let him sneak an agenda out. I think we're gonna check it. We have Scrubbers, so whatever it is, we're gonna trash it. It's Adonis, yeah. So that's a very good trash for us. This point, whether play a card to get our draw, or we load our Katie. Don't really want any of these love goods. Alright, let's play the Armitage out so we can draw a card. Okay, RDI is pretty good if we had any more breakers. We're still thinking this is probably Architect. So if his bank is low, we can run there. If we can just keep stopping on his campaigns, he'll be in a hole economically. Problem is that the more you use your always be running, the less you can afford to click Katie or load the Armitage. Another Jackson, okay. There could still be a point in there from the beta test, but without Mimic, which we have 2 copies of, not in a hurry to go in there. So on 4 creds, can he even defend this server? What do we got? The tour guide in there? Nope, don't let us in. See Adonis. All right, goodbye, Adonis. Set up our RDI so that we can run the... We can run and we can click through with always be running. That's fine. So this is one of those games where Brain Cage is actually kind of good just to kill a random card from our hand. Because we actually don't want, like, 6 of our cards. If you play Faust, it can be good for that as well. You can just pitch a card in order to get out of your hand. Otherwise, these duplicates of unique cards just stick in your hand and are miserable. Another remote. He's got a lot of remotes going on. All right, let's see if this is Architect this whole time. If it was like Pop the whole time, I'll be very sad. Oh, he's gonna let us go in. NAPD contract, yep. NAPD contract again. Alright. I'm gonna play the Brain Cage just to clear something out of our hand. Extra love good is gone. Okay. Oh, Adam. Where's the consistency? Like, it's true you don't need to build an actual rig very quickly because of this card that you punish the single ice servers very efficiently. But It would be nice to get like a different breaker that was not Yogg. Sort of like the SMC lists, because then you can just slap it down. Find the one you want. What do we got going on here? He's on 8, so he could be trying to score. He knows he drew. We know he drew an APD last turn. So we don't really want. We're on 3 credits right now, so I'm gonna just go for fresh looks, 'cause I don't want an APD. Man, I don't know what all this stuff is, but there's way too much stuff. Let me go through again. What is that? Toll booth. Jackson Howard. All right. Goodbye, Jackson. That's mandatory. I think we just let that stuff all go. Get our money together. Right back. Okay, so just drawn. There's another Eve. Eve needs to go. What is this ice? Ooh. Yeah, he wants that Eve to run. It's very important, so I don't blame him for doing that. Oh, there's fresh cards in R&D. This seems too hard to get at with our current story state of our hand. I can check a random thing. I can kill the sponsorship. Let's kill the sponsorship. Oh. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Still mandatory to trash it. I think if we play the second RDI, it's going to tip our hand too much. So let's install Always Be or Love Good. And we can kind of time our runs now. Like we can play RDI and then we can run second action. We can click through this, whatever this is. Is it Ichi? Is he trying to like trash out programs? Encryption protocol with the Eve. Makes sense to have this with the red herrings. But it's kind of a weak card in general. So if we disable this, we'll be able to use it on whatever this ice is. Bit of a risk if it's something he really wanted to keep up. I'm gonna ice the other Eve. That's smart. Can we beat him on R&D fast enough to race these Eves, or do we have to deal with these Eves? Let's deal with this stuff. We'll trash this. Oh, that's another one. That's funny. Okay. Let's just see 2 cards with our Always Be running up. We could go for 3, but it's expensive. And the fact that we got to do this instead, there's Adonis and team sponsorship. Ugh, great draws for him. Not happy with that. Now load Katie here, or play the RDI. He's gonna have $4 more. I don't know, I feel this slipping away a little bit. He's got too much ways to stop us from getting at his eaves. And we still haven't found any breakers. Probably it's global food, huh? That's why we haven't hit much. Yikes. What is this ice? Is it toll booth again? All right, let's go a little risky and we'll try it. Fingers crossed here. Nope, still not gonna res it. Turing, mandatory upgrades. Oh, and an Ichi. Okay. Starting to come together there. Want to scrub or anything? Yeah, let's keep him from running away with it. This is only $1. Okay, we'll have to trash the Adonis next, but it won't cost too much. Why is he not protecting his R&D? Oh boy, Vitruvius. Well, I mean, we gotta just go, right? All we can do is hit R&D a bunch of times. This stuff is getting away from us a little bit. He's not resing for whatever reason. Ichi 1. There's mandatory upgrades. I'm so puzzled why he didn't defend his R&D. Yeah, I would definitely res a toll booth. $3 a pop, that's worth it. He has the money rolling in. He just needed to not lose an R&D, and then his campaigns would make him so rich. So I think quite a misplay there by him. Our deck I wasn't really happy with. The Threaders being dead the entire game. Mimic coming up in 2 cards. No Parasites or Suckers coming out. The pace of drawing is kind of too slow. We could have like drawn 10 with, if I didn't thinking, going smash, smash, smash. Like, smash for 8 cards. It's probably okay. You can even smash this if you want to. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys.